Hey guys, it's Larilyn with House of Coty Design. Thanks for tuning in today on the channel. I am doing just a little quick demo experimentation of making a flounce. Just a little decorative frilly area around the neckline, just to make it just a little cuter on a summer dress. So this is not for myself, it's for someone else. So I played around with the circumference formula, right? And this is part 2 of testing out to see which one is going to work better. So if you look at the first video, it's 3 or 4 minutes long. It's not very long at all. I use the circumference formula to determine the amount of measuring the neckline, right? To get the length of the flounce, which was pretty accurate. It was a little longer than what I needed. But with this one, same techniques. I'm going to start in the middle of my circle. I measured about 4 inches out because the last one was about 2 inches and I thought it was just too short. So I measured 4 inches out, connecting all those points, envisioning drawing a circle, right? And then I stopped. So from another point on the original circle, I went out another 4 inches. So at this point, I'm measuring 4 inches out now from my first circle, all the way around, right? So let's do that. Okay, so I have my 4-inch mark here. I'm going to get another 4-inch mark about there. I'm going to come over here and jump to measure about 4 inches. And I don't want to go too deep with this chalk because I don't want to ruin the fabric. Okay, so once I've gotten 4 or 5 marks, I'm going to go in, I'm going to connect those points to form a bigger circle as I go all the way around. Okay, all the way around. And then I'm gonna come out maybe closer to about here and make another mark. So I'm gonna come around here and I've got another mark here. So essentially, I've started on the inside of my circle. I've come all the way around here, right? Okay, so with part 2, starting at the very center here, I went out 4-inch measurements, 4 inch all the way from that center point, right? And then I drew all the way around. From the initial circle, I measured another 4 inches out, right? And came all the way around, and I stopped about here. Now, when I used my measuring tape just to measure the circumference around this whole area, it's probably a little over 65 inches, which is more than what I need, but it's okay because you can always have more. You know, you can't have less because you can't really add to the fabric without having a seam there. So essentially what I want to do is cut this out, and I'm going to start here at the very center. I'm just going to make a hole, cut this area of the circle out, and just follow it all the way around. And it should have a flounce, so I'll just see what that looks like. And I'm just following that line as I go all the way around, right? Forming this circle. So I'm going to start back here, right? And just meet the existing circle or line that I was originally cutting on up here. And essentially this should also work in giving me a flounce. So nothing is, you know, in terms of completely done yet. I can just cut this off here, right? Cut that piece off. So essentially, look at that, guys. I've got a cute little flounce. And the width is actually the width that I actually want, right? The other one was just a little bit, in part 1, it was just a little bit too narrow, but I think that's gonna work. So I'm gonna pin it to the neckline and let you see what it looks like. Okay, and that's the final reveal, guys. So I think I actually like this second part better. Let me know what you think in the comments. Part 1, yay. Part 2, yay. Part 1, no. Part 2, no. So I think it's a lot, the drape I think is better with the wider width. I'm just gonna, again, like I said with part 1, finish off this bottom here, serging it all the way around, and probably finishing off the inside of the neckline with some bias tape. But I think it actually works. I like the little frilly parts over the shoulder. I'm gonna finish off this inside part with some bias binding there as well. And that's pretty much it. So that's making of a flounce, just to make this little summer dress just a little bit frillier. Thanks for watching, guys. Remember to like, share, subscribe, and comment. Have a great day. Bye.